Money is a force, an invisible driver of destinies, a silent architect of empires, and a master over those who do not understand its true nature. It builds and destroys, lifts and crushes, creates opportunities and closes doors. Some fear it, some chase it, but very few truly understand the power it holds and the impact it has on every dimension of life. Money is not just currency, it is influence. It speaks where voices are silenced. It moves when men are stuck. It decides outcomes before battles are fought. Money is not evil, nor is it holy. It is a tool, a neutral force waiting to be commanded. But here's the problem. If you don't control money, money will control you. If you don't master it, it will master you. Look at the world. Nations rise and fall based on economic strength. Families thrive or collapse under financial pressure. Dreams are either realized or buried, not because of the lack of talent, intelligence, or potential, but because of the presence or absence of financial wisdom. Money is not the answer to everything, but without it, many answers remain locked away. Education bows before money. Justice is often determined by who can afford the best defense. Healthcare, access to opportunities, even the ability to spread a message. All are influenced by financial power. Yet, despite its undeniable impact, most people are never taught how money works, how to multiply it, how to make it serve them instead of enslaving them. Instead, they are conditioned to work for it, chase it, and in the process become prisoners of the very thing they seek. But money is not the problem. Ignorance is. Money doesn't make people greedy. It simply reveals who they already are. It magnifies character, exposing both wisdom and foolishness. A wise man with money becomes a force for change. A fool with money becomes dangerous. That is why the pursuit should never be just wealth. It should be financial understanding, mastery, and purpose. True financial power is not measured by how much you have, but by how well you use it. The greatest wealth is not in the numbers in your account, but in the impact you create with what you control. Money is not meant to be hoarded. It is meant to be deployed, invested, and transformed into influence, change, and legacy. If you want to see the real power of money, look beyond the bank account. Look at the lives change because someone had the resources to act. Look at the voices amplified because someone had the means to speak. Look at the generations empowered because someone understood that wealth is not just for survival, it is for stewardship. Today the choice is yours. Will money be your master or will you master it? Will it dictate your decisions or will you make it a servant to your visions? The power of money is undeniable, but its greatest impact is determined by those who dare to control it with wisdom, integrity, and purpose. Money is a powerful force. It influences destinies, builds and destroys, and determines opportunities in life. Those who do not understand it become controlled by it. Money is a tool, not a master. It is neutral, neither good nor evil. The problem is not money itself, but the ignorance of how to manage and utilize it effectively. Financial power shapes the world. Nations rise and fall based on economic strength, and individuals succeed or struggle based on their financial understanding. Money impacts education, justice, healthcare, and opportunities. Money reveals character. It magnifies who a person truly is. A wise person uses money to create change and legacy, while a foolish person misuses it, leading to destruction. Wealth is not just about accumulation, but impact. True financial success is measured by how money is used to create influence, empower others, and leave a lasting legacy. Master money or it will master you. The key to financial freedom is learning to control money, making it work for a greater purpose rather than being enslaved by the endless pursuit of wealth. Money is one of the most powerful forces in the world. It has the ability to shape destinies, create opportunities, and determine the course of history. It can lift individuals and nations to great heights, and at the same time, it can bring them down in an instant. Money is not just a piece of paper or a number in a bank account. It is a force that influences almost every aspect of human life. Whether we acknowledge it or not, money plays a central role in decisions, relationships, businesses, governments, and even the pursuit of dreams. For those who understand its power, money becomes a tool for expansion, influence, and transformation. For those who ignore its principles, it becomes a chain that limits their potential and dictates their choices. This is why some people seem to control money effortlessly while others constantly struggle, no matter how hard they work. The truth is, financial success is not simply about working harder. It is about understanding and mastering the principles that govern money. Look at history and you will see how money has built empires. Great civilizations like Rome, Egypt, and Babylon were not just military powers. They were economic giants that controlled wealth, trade, and resources. In modern times, the most influential nations are not necessarily the ones with the largest armies, but those with the strongest economies. The ability to generate, manage, and leverage wealth determines power on a global scale. At an individual level, money dictates quality of life. It affects where people live, the education they receive, the health care they can afford, and the opportunities available to them. Some of the most talented, intelligent, and hardworking people in the world remain stuck in cycles of struggle, not because they lack ability, but because they lack financial knowledge. On the other hand, those who understand the power of money can rise above limitations, create wealth, and open doors that others never knew existed. The influence of money is evident in every industry and sector. In politics, campaigns are won and lost based on financial backing. In business, the ability to access capital determines who succeeds and who fails. Even in social movements and charitable work, money plays a crucial role. Passion and vision are important, but without financial resources, even the most powerful ideas often remain unrealized. One of the greatest mistakes people make is believing that money is just about survival. Those who live paycheck to paycheck often see money as something they need just to pay bills and make ends meet. But money is much more than that. It is a tool for creation and expansion. Those who understand this do not just work for money, they make money work for them. They learn how to invest, multiply, and use it to build influence, security, and legacy. Yet, despite its undeniable power, money is rarely taught in schools. People spend years studying various subjects, but graduate without understanding how to manage, grow, or leverage their finances. As a result, many find themselves trapped in financial struggles, no matter how much they earn. This is why financial education is more important than ever. It is not enough to work hard. One must work smart, understand financial principles, and use money as a servant rather than becoming a servant to it. The truth is simple. Money controls those who do not understand it. But for those who take the time to learn its principles, it becomes a tool of freedom, impact, and legacy. The power of money is undeniable, and those who seek to master it will always have the advantage in shaping their future and influencing the world around them. Money is one of the most misunderstood forces in the world. People either glorify it as the ultimate source of happiness or demonize it as the root of all evil. But money in itself is neither good nor bad. It is simply a tool, a neutral resource that takes on the character of the person who controls it. Just like fire, money can either be used to build, create, and provide warmth, or it can be used to destroy, burn, and consume everything in its path. The real question is not whether money is good or bad, but whether it is being used wisely or foolishly. The problem is not money, it is the lack of financial wisdom. Many people assume that money is something to be feared or avoided, while others spend their lives chasing it without understanding its true purpose. Both extremes are dangerous. Those who fear money often remain in lack, struggling to make ends meet because they refuse to learn how to manage and grow it. On the other hand, those who chase money blindly often become its slaves, sacrificing their health, relationships, and integrity in the pursuit of wealth. The key is to master money, not to serve it, but to make it serve you. Money is meant to be a servant, not a master. Yet many people unknowingly become slaves to it. They wake up every day working tirelessly just to pay bills, stuck in a cycle where money controls their every decision. They take jobs they hate, stay in situations they despise, and live with constant financial stress because they have not learned how to take control of their money. But this was never the way it was meant to be. Money is supposed to work for you, to be a tool that helps you achieve your vision, serve your purpose, and make a difference in the world. The greatest mistake people make is believing that money alone will solve all their problems. Wealth does not change a person, it reveals them. If a person lacks discipline when they have little, they will lack discipline when they have much. If someone is irresponsible with a small amount, they will be even more irresponsible with a large amount. That is why financial success is not about how much money a person has, but about how well they manage and use it. Many lottery winners end up bankrupt within a few years, not because they didn't receive enough money, but because they never learned how to handle it. Understanding money requires a mindset shift. Instead of seeing it as something to hoard or fear, it should be seen as a resource to be managed, multiplied, and used wisely. Those who master money do not just work for it, they make it work for them. They invest, create multiple streams of income, and use their wealth to create impact and opportunities for others. Instead of being controlled by financial pressures, they learn how to make money flow in a way that serves their goals and vision. Financial freedom does not come from making more money alone. It comes from financial intelligence. It comes from learning how to manage, save, invest, and grow wealth in a way that allows you to live with purpose and security. A person who earns millions but spends recklessly is no better off than someone who earns little and spends wisely. The difference is not in the amount of money, but in the wisdom behind its use. The key to true financial success is not in chasing money, but in understanding how to make it serve you. Those who learn this principle will never be enslaved by financial worries, but will instead use money as a tool to create lasting impact, freedom, and fulfillment. The choice is clear. Either control money or be controlled by it. The strength of a nation, the success of an individual, and the influence of an organization all rest heavily on financial power. Money is not just a means of exchange, it is a force that dictates the rise and fall of economies, businesses, families, and even personal ambitions. It is woven into the fabric of society, shaping the opportunities people have and the limitations they face. The world does not simply operate on intelligence, talent, or even hard work. It operates on financial power. The ability to generate, manage, and leverage wealth determines who holds influence and who remains on the margin. Nations are not just built on military strength, but on economic stability. A country with a weak economy struggles to provide for its people, while one with financial power dictates global policies, controls industries, and sets the standard for development. Throughout history, the most dominant civilizations were those that controlled wealth. The Roman Empire was not just known for its armies, but for its control of trade, taxation, and economic infrastructure. Today, countries with the strongest economies determine the direction of world affairs, shaping markets, trade agreements, and even international laws. Money is the silent hand that moves the world. On an individual level, financial power determines the quality of life. Those with resources have access to better education, healthcare, and opportunities. Money dictates where people live, the schools they attend, the medical care they receive, and even the justice they experience. The reality is that even in systems designed to be fair, financial strength often tilts the scales. A person with wealth has access to the best legal representation, while someone without it may struggle to receive fair treatment. It is not just about what is right or wrong. It is about who has the resources to influence outcomes. Even the most talented and hardworking individuals can find themselves trapped in cycles of struggle if they lack financial knowledge and access to resources. Many people believe that skill and effort alone will bring success, but the truth is money often determines who gets a platform and who remains in the shadows. How many brilliant minds have been overlooked simply because they lacked the financial power to fund their education, start their business, or bring their ideas to life? Meanwhile, those with financial backing often have doors open for them regardless of their actual abilities. In the corporate world, financial power shapes industries. The companies that dominate the market are not always the ones with the best products, but the ones with the strongest financial backing. A business with capital can outmarket, out-expend, and outlast its competition. This is why major corporations continue to grow while smaller businesses struggle to survive. It is not just about innovation, it is about financial muscle. Money allows businesses to invest in technology, marketing, and global expansion, ensuring that they stay ahead while others fall behind. Even in areas driven by passion and purpose, financial power is critical. Movements, charities, and social causes may be built on noble ideals, but without funding, their impact is limited. Passion alone does not print books, broadcast messages, or build institutions. Money does. Money does. Those who want to create change in the world must understand that financial power is necessary to amplify their voice and expand their reach. The undeniable truth is that money shapes the world. It determines who has a voice, who has influence, and who controls the direction of industries, governments, and even social movements. Understanding financial power is not about greed. It is about positioning oneself to make an impact. Those who grasp this reality and learn how to master money will always have the upper hand in shaping their future and the world around them. Money is often misunderstood, but one thing is certain. It reveals the true nature of a person. It is not money that changes people. It simply magnifies who they already are. A person with integrity and wisdom will use money to build, uplift, and create opportunities, while a person with greed and selfishness will use it to manipulate, oppress, and control. Money itself is neutral, but in the hands of different individuals, it takes on the character of the one who possesses it. This is why two people can have the same amount of wealth, yet use it in completely different ways. One may invest in education, charity, and development, while another may indulge in excess, corruption, and personal gain. Money is a mirror. It does not create character, but it exposes it. This is why financial success should never be the only goal. The true focus should be on developing the wisdom and discipline to handle wealth in a way that creates long-term impact rather than destruction. History is full of examples of people who acquired great wealth but lacked the character to sustain it. Lottery winners, celebrities, and business moguls who once had millions have gone bankrupt, not because they didn't have enough money, but because they didn't have the mindset to manage it. On the other hand, there are individuals who started with nothing but through discipline, financial intelligence, and integrity, built lasting wealth that benefited generations. The difference is not in how much money they had, but in how they used it. A fool with money is more dangerous than a fool without it. When a person with no financial discipline suddenly comes into great wealth, they often make reckless decisions that lead to ruin. This is why sudden riches without financial wisdom often lead to worse problems than poverty. It is not the amount of money that determines success, but the ability to manage and multiply it wisely. Greed is not a product of wealth. It is a reflection of the heart. Some of the wealthiest people in the world are generous, using their resources to create jobs, support education, and uplift communities. At the same time, some of the poorest individuals can be consumed by greed, always looking for ways to take advantage of others. Money simply brings these traits to the surface. This is why financial education must go hand in hand with character development, because wealth without wisdom is a disaster waiting to happen. Money should not be seen as the ultimate goal, but as a tool for greater impact. Those who understand this principle use their wealth to build businesses, empower others, and create opportunities that extend beyond their own lives. True financial power is not about how much one has, but about how well one uses it. The key to handling wealth wisely is discipline. A person who lacks financial discipline when they have little will not magically gain it when they have much. If someone cannot manage a small income responsibly, increasing their wealth will only amplify their bad habits. This is why true wealth begins with financial wisdom, self-control, and the ability to make sound decisions regardless of the amount of money one has. At the end of the day, money is just a magnifier. It will reveal what is already inside a person. Those who are wise and disciplined will use it to create positive change, while those who lack wisdom will find themselves controlled by their own desires. The real question is not whether money is good or bad. It is whether the person handling it has the wisdom and character to use it for the right purposes. Wealth is often measured by numbers, the size of a bank account, the value of assets, or the amount of income earned. But true financial success is not just about accumulation. It is about impact. Money, when used wisely, is not just a personal resource, but a tool for transform. The greatest legacies are not built on how much someone owned, but on how well they used what they had. Wealth without purpose is meaningless, but wealth with intention becomes a force that changes lives, communities, and even generations. Many people spend their entire lives chasing money without ever asking the most important question: what is it for? Accumulation alone does not bring fulfillment. There are countless individuals who have amassed great wealth but live in emptiness, anxiety, and fear. They protect their money but fail to use it for anything greater than themselves. On the other hand, those who see money as a tool for impact understand that wealth is not about hoarding. It is about using resources to create opportunities, empower others, and leave something behind that outlasts their own lifetime. History remembers those who use their wealth with vision. Some of the greatest philanthropists, innovators, and leaders were not just rich in assets, but rich in purpose. They understood that money has the power to change the world when placed in the right hands. They built schools, funded research, created jobs, and lifted entire communities out of poverty. Their wealth was not measured by how much they kept, but by how much they contributed. One of the greatest mistakes people make is believing that wealth alone will bring significance. Money without impact is like a body without a soul. It exists but has no real purpose. True financial success is measured not by how much a person earns, but by the difference they make with what they have. A person with little money but great impact is wealthier in legacy than someone who has much but does nothing meaningful with it. Financial power should always be directed toward purpose. The wealthiest individuals are not necessarily those with the highest incomes, but those who have mastered the ability to direct their resources towards something greater than themselves. This could mean investing in businesses that create jobs, supporting education that transforms lives, or funding projects that solve real-world problems. Money should be seen as a means, not an end. When it is treated as the ultimate goal, it becomes an empty pursuit. But when it is used to create change, it becomes a tool for something far more valuable than personal luxury. The most sustainable form of wealth is not what is stored in bank accounts, but what is invested in people. Money spent on material possessions fades, but money used to empower others continues to multiply long after it is given. Education, skills development, business creation, these are the true investments that ensure wealth is not just temporary but generational. Those who understand this principle do not just build riches for themselves, they build opportunities for others, ensuring that their impact lasts beyond their lifetime. At the end of life, wealth will not be measured by numbers, but by influence. How many lives were changed because someone had the financial resources to act? How many dreams were realized because someone invested in others? How many problems were solved because wealth was directed toward solutions rather than selfish gain? These are the real questions that define true financial success. Money is never just about survival or luxury. It is about stewardship. Those who understand this principle rise above the endless pursuit of wealth for wealth's sake. They use their resources wisely, they multiply their impact, and they ensure that what they build today will continue to create change for generations to come. True wealth is not just about having more. It is about using what you have to make a lasting difference. Money is a powerful force, but it was never meant to be the master of your life. It is meant to be a servant, a tool that works for you, not a burden that controls you. Yet, many people find themselves trapped in a cycle where money dictates their choices, determines their lifestyle, and even influences their self-worth. This is not financial success, it is financial slavery. The true key to wealth is learning how to master money so that it serves your vision instead of allowing it to control your life. The reason many people struggle financially is not because they don't earn enough, but because they have not learned how to control money. Without financial knowledge, even a high income can lead to financial ruin. This is why so many athletes, entertainers, and lottery winners who make millions end up bankrupt. They work for money, but they never make money work for them. Their wealth disappears because they never took the time to understand how to manage, grow, and sustain it. The problem is not the amount they earn, but their lack of mastery over it. Financial freedom is not about how much money you have, it is about how well you control it. A person who earns a modest income but manages it wisely will always have more security than someone who makes millions but spends recklessly. True financial mastery comes from understanding how to budget, invest, and multiply wealth. It comes from learning how to make money work for you so that you are not constantly chasing after it. One of the greatest traps of financial slavery is debt. Many people live under constant stress, not because they don't work hard, but because they are buried in financial obligations they cannot escape. They work long hours, not to build wealth, but to pay off loans, credit cards, and expenses that keep them locked in a cycle of financial struggle. Debt, when uncontrolled, turns money into a cruel master. It forces people to stay in jobs they hate, miss opportunities they desire, and live with constant anxiety over their future. However, Debt is not the issue. Lack of financial wisdom is. Not all debt is bad. Some forms of debt, like investments in assets or business growth, can be beneficial. But debt that is used to fund a lifestyle beyond one's means is a form of financial imprisonment. Those who master money understand the difference between debt that builds wealth and debt that destroys it. They do not allow temporary pleasures to lead them into long-term financial bondage. Another key to mastering money is learning how to create multiple streams of income. Most people rely on a single source of income, usually a job. But jobs are temporary, and depending on one income stream places a person in a vulnerable position. Those who control money understand the power of diversification. They create multiple income streams through investments, businesses, and assets that generate money even when they are not actively working. This is how wealth is built. Not just by working harder, but by making money work even in your absence. The most important shift in financial mastery is changing the mindset from being a consumer to being an investor. Consumers spend everything they earn, while investors use their money to create more money. Every dollar that is spent on things that lose value is money that is lost forever. But money that is used to buy assets, build businesses, and create opportunities continues to grow and multiply. This is why those who control money always seek ways to invest rather than just spend. At the core of financial success is discipline. Money will always flow in the direction of those who respect it, manage it, and use it wisely. Those who waste money, chase instant gratification, and live without financial planning will always find themselves controlled by it. But those who take control, who learn financial principles, practice discipline, and use money with purpose will always have the upper hand. The choice is clear: either master money or be mastered. Those who choose to take control of their finances will experience freedom, security, and the ability to shape their own destiny. But those who allow money to dictate their lives will always find themselves trapped, no matter how much they earn. Mastery over money is not just about wealth. It is about freedom, purpose, and the power to live life on your own terms. Money is one of the most powerful forces on earth, shaping lives, influencing decisions, and determining the rise and fall of individuals, businesses, and nations. It is not just a tool for survival, but a resource that can be used to create opportunities, build legacies, and transform the world. Yet, despite its power, money remains one of the most misunderstood and assets in the lives of many. The difference between those who struggle financially and those who thrive is not just income, it is financial wisdom. Those who understand the principles of wealth creation, management, and multiplication will always have the advantage. They know that money is not something to chase, but something to master. They do not allow it to control their decisions or dictate their self-worth. Instead, they make money work for them, using it as a tool to build, invest, and impact lives. History has shown us that money reveals character. It is neither good nor bad. It simply magnifies what is already inside a person. Those with discipline, vision, and purpose use wealth to create lasting impact, while those without financial wisdom often find themselves consumed by greed, waste, or financial ruin. True success is not just about how much money one accumulates, but about how well it is managed and used. The key to financial power is understanding that money should serve you, not the other way around. Too many people become slaves to debt, temporary pleasures, and the illusion that more money will automatically bring freedom. But real financial freedom comes from knowledge, discipline, and the ability to create multiple streams of income that generate wealth even when you are not actively working. At the end of the day, money will either control you or you will control it. The choice is yours. Will you be a servant to financial pressures, always chasing money but never having enough? Or will you master money, using it as a tool to create the life you desire and impact the world around you? The truth is clear. Financial success is not an accident. It is a result of knowledge, discipline, and intentional action. Those who take the time to understand and apply the principles of wealth will rise above financial struggles and gain the power to shape their own future. Money is a tool, a magnifier, and a servant, but it is up to you to decide whether you will be its master or its slave.